In this concept video, we are going to derive the quadratic formula for the given quadratic equation, right? With the help of which we can easily find the roots for any quadratic equation. Okay, so let's start deriving this. We have the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c. We will take the help of completing square method to derive the roots for the given equation. Okay, so I hope everyone has aware of this algebraic identity, a square plus 2ab plus b square, right? What we write it as, it is equal to a plus b ka whole square. So we will try to form the complete square. If you will see the first term, it is ax square, which is not a perfect square. So what we will do, we will just multiply the whole expression by a, so that it can become a perfect square. So when you will multiply by a, it will become a square x square, it will become abx, right? It will become ac, and this is equal to 0. So now it has become the perfect square. The first term has been squared. Now we have to form 2ab. So as you can see, 2 is needed here. So what we will do, we will multiply by 2, right? So since we cannot multiply, we have to divide by 2 also. So I am writing ax first, because it is, you can see ax ka whole square is there. So we will be writing ax first, and then I am writing b. And since we have multiplied by b, 2, we have to divide that by 2 also, because 2 will be cancelled out with 2. It is only abx, right? And now if you will see, this term also has been made. Now we need b square, in which we have to see this, and this square will be here. So if you will see, this is the term of b, right? So we want the square of that to make a complete square over here. So we will have to add b by 2 ka whole square, right? And also we will have to subtract b by 2 ka whole square, because we cannot add anything on our own, right? And then plus ac is already there, so I am writing that. So this is the equation. Now you can see, this is what it is written here, a square plus b square plus 2ab, which we can write at a plus b ka whole square. The first term is ax, right? Because it is ax ka whole square. So the first term will be ax, and the second term is b by 2. So this identity we can use, and we can write that as ax plus b by 2 ka whole square, right? If you will take that down that side, minus b by 2 ka whole square will become plus b by 2 ka whole square, plus ac, when it will go, it will become minus ac. So we can write it as minus, this will become plus of b by 2 ka whole square, right? Which we can write as b square by 4, b by 2 ka whole square, b square by 4, plus ac, when it will go other side, it is minus of ac. Now if you will further write it as, you can solve that, it will become ax plus b by 2 ka whole square. If you will just take the LCM, it will become b square minus 4ac, right, upon 4, right? And this is square. If you will remove the square, it will come in under root, and it will become plus minus of b square minus 4ac upon 4, right? If you will take this b by 2 this side, it will become minus of b by 2 on other side, right? It is minus b by 2 plus minus. If you will see, we can take down this 4 out of the square root, so it will come as 2, right? Under root of 4 is 2. So under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2, we can write that. If you will take the LCM, so this 2 can be written on alone, right? And if you will take down this a, so what we will get finally, the value of x. The value of x will be, because a, when it will come this, it will become 2a. First we will take the LCM as 2, and a it will take down, and it will become 2a in the denominator, right? In the numerator it is minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac. That we have to learn. This is a very important formula to find the roots for any quadratic equation. This is also called as Sridharachar's formula, right? So let's have the, here it is written the solution of a quadratic equation, that we also call as root, right? There is a slight difference. So solution and root of the quadratic equation will be given by this formula, which is minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a, right? In that, this b square minus 4ac, this term is also called as discriminant. We will explain it later. This is called as discriminant. This, not under root of b square minus 4ac, d is b square minus 4ac, right? And here it is written, hence every quadratic equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c, the roots will be given by this. The roots of this equation will be, these two are the roots. First one is minus b plus of under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. The second root will be this, minus b and minus of under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. B is the coefficient of x, a is the coefficient of x square, c is the constant term over here, right? So as we have seen, we have derived the formula earlier, right? This is the formula. So when we have derived that formula, so you can see this is plus minus sign. So you will find two roots for every quadratic equation. One is with the plus sign you have to consider, and you can write that as this one. If you will see, one with plus sign, if you will write, this is the first root, and the second root I am just naming that as beta, so it will be taken with minus sign. So there will be two roots for every quadratic equation of this form ax square plus bx plus c, right? So now we will solve some question based on that, this formula, Sridharacharya's formula, right? So this is the first question. Let's solve it here. We have found the formula, because every quadratic equation we know that there are two roots alpha and beta, and they are given by minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2 of a, right? Where b is what? B is the coefficient of x, means if you will write the formula ax square plus bx plus c, so you can easily compare ki the value of a is 1 over here because it is 1x square, the value of b is 5 here, and value of c is 6, right? If you will put these values, you will find the value of x directly, means the roots of this equation. So when you will put b as 5, it is minus 5 plus minus under root b is 5 ka square minus 4, a is what? 1, c is 6, so 4 into 1 into 6 upon 2a, a is 1, so 2 into 1. So you will get minus 5 plus minus 25, and this is 4 6 are 24, so 25 minus 24, 1, under root of 1 is 1 upon 2. So you will get two roots. One you can write with the plus sign, that is minus 5 plus 1 upon 2, and the second root will be minus 5 with minus sign, that is this. If you will solve this, minus 5 plus 1, it is minus 4 upon 2, which is minus 2. When you will solve with minus sign, it is minus 5 minus 1, which is minus 6 upon 2, it is minus of 3. So there will be two roots of the equation, minus 2 and minus 3 over here, right? Let's see the next question. Here again we have one quadratic equation. If you will write with ax square, if you will compare that with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, so you can easily say the value of a is 2, value of b is what? Minus of 17, right? Value of b is minus of 17, so we will be writing like this. Value of c is minus of 30, because plus c is equal to minus 30, you can find c is minus 30 over here. You have to again put that in this formula, minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a, okay? So if you will put b as minus 17, so minus of b is minus 17, because already minus was there, plus of minus under root b square, b is 17 minus 17, and minus 17 ka square will be equal to 289, right? Minus of 4, a is what? 2, so I am writing 2, c is minus 30, so I am writing it minus 30 over here upon 2a. What is the value of a over here? A is 2, so it will become 2 into 2, right? Now if you will solve, it will become plus 17 plus minus, it is 30 minus minus plus, 4 2s are 8, 3s are 240, right? It will become 240, and 240 plus 289, what you will get? You will get 529, okay? So under root of 529 upon, in the denominator 2 2s are 4. When you will find ki under root 529 is the square root of, if you will take the square root of 529, you will get 23. So your answer is plus 17 plus minus 23 upon 4 over here, okay? Now if you will, you can find the two roots for this, one with plus sign and the another with minus sign. So you will get 17 plus 23 upon 4. The second root will be plus 17 minus 23 upon 4 over here, right? 17, 23, it will become 40 upon 4, it is 10. And if you will solve that, 17 minus 23 minus 6 by 4, it is minus 3 by 2. If you will simplify, so these two are the roots for the given quadratic equation over here, right? This one and this one. This is the two roots for the given quadratic equation. Now let's discuss about the nature of the roots for this quadratic equation. So when we have seen the quadratic formula, we have seen, I have told you one term in that which was discriminant, right? Whose value is b square minus 4ac. If you will see, one important find, that value of d is coming inside the under root. So with the help of discriminant, we can just tell the nature of the roots, ki what types of roots it will be, whether it is real or it is imaginary, right? We can just tell with the help of this value of d, right? So based on the discriminant value, we have categorized into three types, right? There are three conditions. First condition is d can be equal to 0. Second condition is d can be positive, greater than 0. And the third one is d is negative, right? So just see, I am just writing the formula once again. It was minus b plus minus, right, under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This was the formula, right? In that, this was inside the under root, that is d, right? So it is under root of d. You can make that formula also. So if you will just assume that this value has become equal to 0, so under root of 0 is 0. So you will get, because if this is 0, so there is no use of this plus and minus sign. So you will get only one solution for this equation, right? As it is a quadratic equation, I have told you earlier, for every quadratic equation you will always get two roots, right? But you can see here, when you will put, you will get the value of x as minus b by 2a. So sir, we will get only one solution. Yeah, you will get one solution, but roots will be two. So sir, how two roots will be there? Both of the roots will be equal, right? We will get two equal roots and both of the roots will be equal in sign. So you can say ki here there will be real definitely, because there is no imaginary term came. So real roots we will get, and both of the roots will be equal, right? And one important thing, you can note it down here, ki you can say it has one solution and two roots. Solution is 1 because we are getting only one value of x, right? So one solution and two roots. If you will see for d positive, when we are getting this as positive, so under root and there is some positive number, we will definitely get some real values of x. So you will get some real values, and plus minus sign, when you will solve, you will get two values of x, right? So there are two solutions and two roots, you can say, because we are getting two values of x, so it is two solution, and since quadratic equation, so two roots will be definitely there, and both roots will be different, right? Both roots will be different, but here both are equal. Here the roots will be equal roots, okay? Now the third one, when we have d is negative, so you can see if we have a negative root, so inside the under root we will get some negative value, right? And if we are getting something under negative inside the under root, it will give us imaginary values, that is no real root. We will not get any real values, we will get some imaginary values. So that's why it is written we will get no real roots, we will not get any real roots, right? So this is with the help of the discriminant, we can just predict the nature of the roots over here. So we have one simple question over here. So can you tell me what will be the nature of the roots by seeing this equation? Means with the help of discriminant that we have just seen. So can you tell me what types of roots this quadratic equation will have? So first task is we will compare that with ax square, because all the formula that we have derived was with respect to that formula, ax square plus bx plus c. So from here, a is 3, b is 2 and c is 1. So if you will just put in the value of d, which is b square minus 4ac, b is what? 2, so 2 ka square minus 4, a is what? 3 and c is 1. So 2 square is 4, 4 3s are 12, you will get the value of d as negative, means d is negative, means it inside under root it is negative, so we will not get any real values, we will not get any real values of x over here. So the nature of roots will be they are imaginary roots. Yeah, you can say no real roots will be there if our d is negative over here. So that is it in this video, right?